We are an urban farm. We are within the city limits. We're just like a mile away from the expressway. We're right next to schools. So I think we, in a way, I would say we're kind of unique because we're doing wholesale, and we're also not forgetting about our local community. So even though we could just focus on wholesaling, we always try to have that component, allowing the people to come and harvest and have that connection with them.
So yes, the reason why I farm or started farming is to have access to those organic vegetables for my family. And so now we're producing a lot more than what we can eat. And so we farm for the local community to help address a lot of the needs in our area. We have a lot of high rates of diet-related diseases. So like obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. So really want to try and provide this good food for our community. That's why we keep going. And I think one of the best motivators that keeps us going during the hard times would be that connection we have with the community, having families come out, seeing them enjoy the food or their impact it's had on their health keeps us going. So our farm, actually, we started off as a CSA farm, and we found out about the idea at a conference and we thought it was wonderful. So basically the community actually finds a farmer, supports that farmer for the season by buying all of their vegetables in advance. So it kind of provides some security for the farmers, especially new farmers just starting up. So we thought that community supported agriculture model was like really great. And so that's how we actually started our farm. We started off with 10 members in our CSA. We had a field day and invited all the community. And after that, we ended up having 10 members in our first CSA program. So community's always been at the heart of our farming. And nowadays, like, we were going to farmers markets, but now we're here doing wholesale. And we still try to keep that connection with the community by having a community garden about half an acre. And we invite families to come out. So you'll find them here on the weekend, just coming with their kids or just getting to know the farm. And this past weekend, we had our first field trips with the local school district here in Edinburg, and we were super excited. So we had the first graders come out and they got to harvest their own carrots and taste them and feed the animals. And it was just a real pleasure just to see the look on their faces. Like, everything was so new and exciting to them. So we do try and do a lot of work with the community, and when we have excess produce, we have some other organizations, they'll come and they'll pick it up and distribute it in the community in that way. And we're starting workshops too as well to train new farmers, beginning farmers. So that's another way we work with the community. And so when we moved onto this property and we wanted to expand or to grow our farm, we needed to place these high tunnels that we're in right now to extend our seasons. And for that, we needed to get a permit because this land is located within the city limits. And actually, this area is kind of on the outskirts of the city. So it was annexed before we bought the property. And when it was annexed, it was listed in their comprehensive plan to be zoned suburban residential. So they didn't see the agriculture aspect of the possibilities of this land. So when we bought it, we didn't realize it was actually zoned residential. So when we went to request the permit to place these high tunnels, they denied it the first time and said that it wasn't allowed. And they said, well, you could petition to get these placed, for a variance to the rules. So we went before the board, and we were given like a little heads up that, there might be some opposition to placing these. And so we went ahead and we reached out to our community, our customers, people that we know, relationships we built with the local university and their ag department. And so we got a lot of support. We got over 100 plus signatures and we presented that before that board, the decision-making board. And actually we had a lot of folks call in. We're members of a Young Farmers Coalition, so we got some of their policyholders on land and regulations to, speak to the benefits of having these agriculture structures in the city and the importance for food access. And I think there was a lot of information that the council members weren't aware of on that board. And so they didn't understand. And so we had to do a lot of education during that meeting. But at the end of the day, our request was denied. And so we were really heartbroken, and we didn't understand why. And a lot of the community that came out to support that day and give public comment were also, concerned about the decision. So that actually led to some news coverage of the situation and more community calling in to their city council members and requesting us to have permission to place these structures. And they opened up the request again, and the second time around, we were finally able to get permission to place these. So we support our community, and they showed up for us, and now they are reaping the benefits of all the produce we're growing in here.